In 2015, the Afghan government announced the Taliban's former leader, Mullah Omar, was dead. A senior Taliban commander confirmed the man who supported and gave shelter in Afghanistan to Osama bin Laden had died 2 years earlier in a secret location. Mullah Omar had been in hiding since soon after the 9/11 attacks. His son, Mullah Muhammad Yaqub, is believed to oversee the Taliban's military operations and has been repeatedly proposed as an overall leader of the armed group during numerous leadership tussles. Yaqub reportedly turned down the offer and proposed this man instead. Haibatullah Akhundzada is an Islamic scholar, often described as the movement's supreme leader. He took over the group's leadership when his predecessor, Akhtar Mansour, was killed in a US drone strike near the Afghan-Pakistan border in 2016. He has authority over the Taliban's political, religious and military affairs and is from one of the most powerful Pashtun clans. Another prominent Taliban leader is Mullah Abdul Ghani Baradar. He's played a leading role in negotiations in Doha that have tried to reach a political settlement and lasting peace in Afghanistan. Baradar is one of the co-founders of the Taliban and is head of its political office. He's believed to have been one of Mullah Omar's most trusted commanders. Baradar was captured in 2010 by security forces in the southern Pakistani city of Karachi. He was released in 2018. Another important figure in the Doha negotiations and someone expected to play a major role in the Taliban's leadership is Sher Mohammad Abbas Stanekzai. He's a former deputy minister in the Taliban's government before its removal during the US-led invasion in 2001. And this is Sirajuddin Haqqani. He leads the powerful Haqqani network, a group that has overseen the Taliban's financial and military assets across the border in Pakistan. The Haqqani network has been blamed for various attacks in Afghanistan, including this one on the Serena Hotel in Kabul in 2008. It was also blamed for at least one of the reported 6 assassination attempts on the former president of Afghanistan, Hamid Karzai. Charles Stratford, Al Jazeera.
Well, David Derouch is a professor at the National Defence University and also a former NATO operations director at the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He says time will tell if the US mission was worth it or not.
We never fully addressed corruption within the Afghan government. And what we've seen here is not a military defeat. We've seen a failure of morale, a collapse of government where forces decided not to fight because they had no confidence in their leaders. What we're seeing is this idea that you can build a modern military without having a corresponding civilian government. And it's like painting over rust. I mean, we had a civilian government that was fundamentally corrupt and tribal. We tried to build a modern military to support it. Perhaps we ignored the Clausewitzian imperative that you have to have the people, the military, and the government, and it failed. There has been a fundamental transformation of society in Afghanistan. There's levels of education and empowerment of women. But if the Taliban behaves the way they did before, as sort of a Central Asian Khmer Rouge, then they can reverse that just through brutality.